How about another dog whistle drop while I wait for my dishes to soak? Yeah, that's the ticket. On Norse Talk, this symbol has come into question recently. Meet the Tyr rune, part of the Norse runic alphabet. This symbol can be saved, like many of our symbols that have been appropriated. I keep saying it's all about nuance. It's not a no. This alone is just a letter. Nuance is understanding, and understanding is what we require. It has not become notorious and so cemented into the public consciousness that it can't possibly come back. In regards to things appropriated, ask yourself if there is such a visceral, guttural reaction that you just want to never use it again. It's important that the general public and media realize and print that it is appropriated like here. That if used in conjunction with other runes, it's just a word. And those goof troops from the Third Reich were pretty ridiculous, saying that Vikings were from Atlantis. Well, that's what I like to do because, it's good that they learn, but it's even better that they laugh because laughing helps people learn. Like the groups that have misappropriated and dishonored this rune, like the Nordic resistance movement. The Tyr rune has become a hood ornament for a movement called accelerationism. Ironically, it is both left and right, and they like to predominantly share this rune, but in conjunction with other dog whistles, like a 14 or an 88 or a Totenkopf. For example, here in America, you may have read about several small cells of these types of Newtsies that like to attack power grids. Their hopes is to force the population into desperation and therefore cause a race war. But in fact, the Tyr rune is out there being misused and dishonored. Now, how can we fight that? Take it back. Teach people both on and offline the difference. Wear it. Showcase it. Just realize everything you do just like them is going to demonstrate what it is and if it is a good thing or a bad thing. I never take my hammer off unless I'm asleep. I also make sure it's prominently displayed when I do charity work. What I do reflects on me with it on, as well as you. The Tyr rune is neither good nor bad if used properly as a piece of its alphabet. Because if we give up on it, they'll come for another one, which we will go over in another video. Because folks, it's not just the one. And that's why we're going to learn about eco-fascism in our next one. But Norse Talk, you know these symbols better than the general public. So the only way the general public's going to learn is if you are a good representation of where this rune came from and what it actually means. And just because I'm talking about it or anybody else doesn't mean you can't too. Or are you going to throw in the towel to a bunch of goofy gooners? It only takes one small mind to add a symbol or a group to a hate database. So we got to do more good things than the bad things they did. And it will be an uphill battle to get those things removed. The hammer around your neck's a registered hate symbol. You going to give that up too? I'm not. This is how I fight. And I can't tell you how to fight. But I can tell you that the ancestors, as we should be today, are extremely concerned about our reputation. And this is a big slight on it. So be more concerned about your reputation while you wear it, and less about what you're wearing. Otherwise, you're just going, don't cross that line. Don't cross that line. Hey, you crossed it. Tons of bad people wear a cross around their neck. Just saying. War crimes and atrocities have been committed with many different alphabets. And would it be a bad time to point out that every day charlatans all over the world hold up different religions and reasons to get out of trouble? We're going to give up Latin now? But for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. For every bad, there is a good. Take my last video, for example, about Woody Woodpecker and the Peckerwoods. Doesn't make Woody Woodpecker a bad thing. It means Woody Woodpecker might be warning you. It means the Tyr rune might be warning you. A dog whistle is just coded language between two parties, and you're the third. This is why I created the hashtag and keep saying, knowing is half the battle. They've tried to silence me, threatened to harm or unalive me, just so you don't know the difference. Please don't waste that. Just like the Navajo code talkers brought honor to their people, so must you. You're a code talker now. But instead of coding allied language, you're translating enemy. And I bet some of you are playing dumb to some of them right now. I know who they are, and I see who their friends are. And in the days to come, as their group gains power, what do you think they're gonna do to you? The same thing they've been doing to me. What happens to others will happen to you. Egil Saga. Reflect on that, and I'll see you with our next dog whistle drop. Acha cha cha cha.